If you have a website that is not really working for you, it's not branded to you, you struggle with technical stuff, you find it hard to grow your audience, or your website is too basic, it feels boring, you get no traffic, I want to share with you today some ideas about how to create a website strategy for your business that you can implement actually this week. There's lots of ideas about things to do for your site and give you some inspiration to have a site that really reflects your personality, reflects your business. So let's get into the episode and we can get started. Hi, friend. If you are a small business owner who would love to grow your brand online, focus on the right marketing strategies for you, and be able to promote your business with confidence, then let's connect. My name is Jessica Wangelin. I'm a wife and a mom of two, and I've been an online business owner for more than 10 years. I'm passionate about helping you to create and grow a business that works for your life. On the show, we talk about marketing ideas, content creation, website strategy, and productivity to make great things happen in your business today. So let's get started. Hello, friend. Welcome back. Let's talk about your website. We've been talking about that so much lately. And it's such an amazing and fun thing to have for your business. I know websites can be really empowering, but there's a lot that goes into them, right? And so maybe you've had a site and you just have no idea what to do with it. We're going to talk about that today. But first of all, I would like to know what you think of the new name for the show, Motivated the Podcast, where we talk small business marketing and lifestyle. I changed the name. You can find that on the last episode which was our 50th episode. Very exciting to have that milestone for the podcast and have you be part of our community. Please take a screenshot when you are listening to this and please tag me on Instagram. I would love to know what you think of the show. That's the only way that I know what people think of it. I did a while ago market research on what people think of their websites, and the number one overwhelming factor was that people have a website, but they actually don't really know what to do with it. So maybe that can be you. So when we talk about the idea of having a website strategy, it kind of is like maybe this new concept that people don't really know, like, well, what is a website strategy? What does that really mean? I've never really thought about this kind of thing before. It's not exactly like a buzz marketing term that you hear, but I actually don't know why, because I think that you absolutely need to match your business ideas with like an online presence. And that to me is a website strategy. Now we could go into social media when we talk about like an online presence and all those kind of things. But today we're just going to talk about your site and what it looks like. So you should tune in if one of these things are you. You feel like your website is not branded well. You just haven't published it yet. You can't get it polished to look like you want it to. It looks unprofessional and your messaging is not clear. It needs to have proper images and things like that. Maybe you just feel like it's always unorganized, or you wish you had a design eye to make it look prettier, or sometimes like the text stuff is overwhelming. You're not sure it's effective. Then you would need a website strategy. There's a ton of things that you can do to get excited about having a website and creating content on it and having it work for your business 24/7, so you don't have to be on social media all the time. People can find you all around the clock, any part of the world, really. And you can save time and simplify your business by being clear on your offers, publishing them on your website, and having that long form content plan that really works for you. So let's talk about website strategy, exactly what that is. There are lots of ways to think about this and have it manifest really and become something that you work on a regular basis. So here's a couple of fun facts about utilizing a website for your business. If you didn't know these, tell me which of them surprise you or not. Websites can actually serve as like your total brand hub, showcasing all aspects of your like multi-passionate business, all the things that you do, and like the lifestyle that you lead. I truly believe that your website should be reflective of you as a person overall, that it helps people to get to know you. It helps attract your audience in. They want to hear about like things that are happening in your life. Some people may say the total opposite advice, but I really believe your site can be reflective of all of those things and you can make it work for you in that way. Number 2, fun fact about utilizing a site for your business is there are lots of ideas for all kinds of pages that you can have to create on your site that give your audience kind of a branded experience, help them learn information about you, and help you very directly lead people to the next step when they're on your website. So there's lots of ideas for pages to do that. Some of them you might have on your site, some of them you might not have heard of, but that's a fun thing to start to think about instead of kind of just the basic home about work with me, etc. Number 3 fun fact about using your website for your business is that regular updates and maintaining like a consistent content plan and message across your site should be regularly on your to-do list in terms of helping it have your site to be updated on a regular basis and just keeping it so it is reflective of your brand. So it's not boring. So it does get published. There are lots of things you can do on a weekly, monthly, regular basis. And if you don't already have my website updates checklist, I will share that link in the show notes. It is a cute little $9 goodie that you can grab that tells you all the things to update on your site so you never have to think about it. You literally walk through my checklist on a regular basis, and trust me, your site will be updated and it will look great. But we're going to talk about like how your website's not just a static thing, it's a living, breathing thing. And with the right strategy, it can work for you all the time. So let's talk about what a strategy actually is. So my idea is that you have a business and you have ideas for what that business should be. In today's world, there's a lot of options for marketing your business. Well, what does that look like? What kind of things do you do? Are you on Pinterest? Are you making reels? Where are you sending email messages to? Like, who's on your list? How are you getting them on? There's all the things, right? Well, it doesn't have to be all that complicated. A website strategy involves creating just a comprehensive plan to effectively use your site as just a powerful business tool. So the website should create branding, customer journey planning, content creation, an organizational structure, and regular updates to serve your business's goals. Like, what is your unique marketing plan? What are your sales goals? What are your content goals? Things like that. So with this effective strategy, you can maximize your online presence. You don't have to be a slave to social media. You can engage your audience and you can get people to convert, right? You can have a place for people to sign up for your list. You can have a place for them to buy your products. It sounds fun, right? So here's how to think about if you actually need a website strategy. Well thought out is definitely, I would say, a must-have for everyone to help you showcase your offers, engage with customers, and share your content. So it gives people a roadmap for interacting with you, for understanding what your audience needs, where they're going, what they're doing, and converting those people into customers, right? So after working with a lot of clients on designing their sites and now other businesses, I realized that most people don't even actually know what to do with their websites after they're created and published. But there's a lot that you can do. It's so exciting to think about all of the things you can do on a website. So if you are one of those people that thinks that your website's just sitting there, or it's really old, or you need to get a new one, get excited because this is going to be fun to do. So here's the next tip. How do I create a website strategy for my site? Well, there's a ton of things you can do. First of all, you can read a little bit about the website ideas and things like that on my blog. You can listen to the training that I'm going to talk about. But really, this all depends on where your business is now and where you want to take it into the future. So after reviewing all of that market research that I had about websites and what people thought of them, I created a 30-minute training that addressed some of the questions and challenges that people had in that. And it is called How to Create a Dynamic Website Strategy. So this walks people through all the ideas that you can go through to get that to be working for you. So we want to help you turn your business really into like a powerhouse. To turn your website into a powerhouse for your business, right? So it can do all of those things that you want to do. So here's what we cover in the training about how to create a dynamic website strategy. It is quick, 30 minutes, very short. It's probably even faster if you listen to it on increased speed. But we learn a couple of things. We want you to remember and learn about the power of what your website can do for you. Like, think about all the things that can actually happen on a site these days, specifically with all the advancements of things like integrating calendars, getting e-commerce set up on your site, selling affiliate products, and like connecting your social media feeds in, things like that. We want to help you actually action step walk through creating your winning website strategy so that you know what exactly you want the site to do short term and long term. So in the training, we also talk about helping you to get organized with your site, get you into like the action steps that you need for taking your site to where you want it to be. Help you get some ideas for knowing where to start with content. If you don't have a blog already, it's absolutely something that is fun to do, and I highly recommend it. I give you ideas for how to organize content on your blog, how to organize the topics that you have. So again, like all of those content things that you talk about in your business, what does that look like on a website? So we'll go over ideas for that. And then we also talk about must-have pages for every site and even next level ones for more advanced sites. So if you already have a site set up and you've got some things, it gives you ideas for how to take your site to the next level and go through all of that too. So that is our How to Create a Dynamic Website Strategy free training that you can grab at the link in the show notes. It is also at jessicawangelin.com/training. So I know that a website is super powerful for your business. It's empowering to you, right? And it can do all of those things that you want it to. And I highly encourage you to get back connected to your site, learn about all the fun things that it can do, and take a look at the training and learn about the ideas you'll find, take down your action steps, and move forward, get to know it. You can also read this podcast episode on the blog, actually at my site at jessicawangelin.com/blog. You will find it there or at the link in the show notes. And it goes over even more detail about essential pages for your sites, creating a branded experience, all regular and ongoing updates, and then content strategies and things like that. And give you some ideas. If you are listening to this and don't have a website at all, and you're convinced it is absolutely something that you want, I encourage you to take a look at our Create Your WordPress Website course, which is also here in the show notes, that you can walk through step-by-step how to set up your domain, your hosting, and install WordPress and customize your site and publish it to have that amazing online presence that your business deserves. So, as always, please let me know what you think of today's episodes. We would love it if you leave a review, and find me on Instagram, and tell me what you think of the show. As always, we will see you on the next episode. Do you have a website that is collecting dust or maybe needs a makeover or perhaps does not match you or your business at all anymore? Then I invite you to come to my free 35-minute training about how to create a dynamic website strategy. This masterclass will help you get excited about your website again. Here's what we cover. Discover the power of what your website can do for you. Craft your winning website strategy. Get organized so you know what action steps to take after you watch the training. Give you ideas for where to start with content, a 5-second hack for knowing how to organize your blog, and a list of must-have pages that every website should have, and next level ones for even more advanced sites. I give you all of that at this free training at jessicawangelin.com/training. Please come find it, and I look forward to seeing all the dynamic and amazing things you do for your website today. Thanks so much for listening to the show today. I really appreciate you being here. Please leave a rating and reviews that helps more people to find our show and help them with their marketing and their mindset to grow their business with confidence. See you next time.